UT Tyler TV presents Fishing Tips with Colten Sneed.
Hey everyone, how you doing today? Again, my name is Colten Sneed, and just like the show title tells you, I'm going to give you some tips about fishing. And today we're talking about bass fishing. And a good thing about being here in Tyler, Texas, we're around so many great ponds and lakes and just general fisheries that have a good host for bass fish, especially largemouth bass, which is really prevalent here in Texas and in the South in general. And so today, before we get started with the demonstration, a couple of things that you're going to need before we get going. You're going to obviously need a rod and reel, and today I brought my Xfinity Speed Stick. It's a Lew's brand, one of the best rod and reel spinning rod and reel combos out there, and again, Lew's just a really great brand. So you're definitely going to need a rod and reel. Today I have, again, my spinning reel, and with that, you're going to need some line. And I have today the Berkley solution. It's monofilament line. It is 250 yards, brand new, and it's 12-pound test. So that's kind of line that I got. And also, just for convenience sake, I have some line cutters right here. And for the actual Texas rig, which is what I'm going to show you today, we're really going to need some slip sinkers. This is really good, just cheap, simple weights. So you're going to need these. You're going to need some offset hooks, and these are the Eagle Claw Laser Sharp. It's a wide gap worm hook, and this is size 4/0. So I'm going to need some offset hooks as well, and then obviously you're going to need some kind of bait. And today, sticking with the Berkley brand, I got some Berkley power baits. This is the Power Worm, and the color is motor oil, just because it's on days like today, you're really looking for a more natural color, so it's got a little bit of green, a little bit of orange, so really great. So let's go ahead and get started. So first we're going to start with our line. So again, we've got some 12-pound test monofilament line, and first thing you want to do, take it out of the package, and when you get out of the package, you're going to want to take this little sticker off that holds the line. And we're going to hold on to this little sticker just to make holding it a little easier, a little tip for you. We'll get to that here in a second, but first what you want to do, just get a little bit of line out and grab your rod and reel, and then have a little bit of, with the spin reel, you want to open up this face hook, and then you're going to want to tie it around. Let's see if I can tie it around. All right, and then just make a simple little, not even really a knot, just kind of tie it around to where it'll stay on the reel. And oh, it's coming off. Let's see if we can get this here. And, oh, maybe if I can get it here. And boom. So we're going to want to tighten this up against the reel. And we're going to pull back out. Oh, it's closing on us. Let's see, there we go. And again, we're going to want to pull back out. One thing you got to be careful about this line. It's kind of hard to work with sometimes, but you got to make do with it. And I'm going to grab this sticker that we just took off of our line, and right at the where you had the little loop. Let's see if we can find it. Pull it back around. Right here at the little loop. You're going to want to put that there just so you have a little bit more help keeping it in place. And now that you have that done, all right, whenever we get back, we'll be sure to put the Texas rig back on. Damn, that goes quick. Do you ever have trouble trying to study at night without waking up your roommate? Do you ever try to read to your child at night, but cheap-made clamp lights keep falling? You'll never have those problems with book lights. With book lights, you don't have to worry about disturbing others with discreet light. And with the bookmark attached to the light, it's easy to use. Get yours today. Welcome back to Fishing Tips. And again, I'm your host, Colten Sneed. And right now, we just got the line put on. And so we're putting on some line now, and we're tying it up. All right, so now we got some line on the reel. Obviously, you're going to want to put more line on the reel, but just for time's sake, we're going to go ahead and cut off this line. Again, just for time's sake, again, putting on, getting our little line clippers, and I'm going to want to put this through, and if I can get it. There we go. All right, so now we have a little bit of line left to put first for the Texas rig. I'm going to grab our little bullet weights here. So you'll just put it in through the hook or through the hole at the top. It's going to lead on through, and then you're going to grab your hooks. And again, today I have the Eagle Claw. These are just little offset hooks. And these are the size 4/0, pretty big hook. And you're going to want to tie this on. I'm going to put the line through the hoop, or through the eye of the hook. You're going to give it a little bit of line, a little slack, and you're going to twist it. Either way, I'm going to twist it about 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I like to do 7 just as a fisherman. I'm gonna, what's the word I'm looking for? I like my, keep things consistent. I like to keep it consistent. And once you have the hook on, about to put it through the bottom hoop of the line, you want to wet it just to take out the friction. So we're going to wet it, and then I'm going to put the end of our line through the bottom hoop where we just tied it on, and we're going to pull it. And again, you want to wet the line just so whenever you pull it, you don't cause friction, and that'll cause your line to snap. And with this extra line down here, what we call the tag, we can just clip this off as well. All right, so now that we have, all right, so it just fell off. But, whenever you get that perfect tie on, it will stay on, and you'll have your weight sitting on top of your hook like this. Sitting on top, just like that. And then whenever you get it on, we'll grab our baits. Again, today I have the Power Worms. These are by Berkeley. Just, little motor oil, has a nice little dark green, even a brown and orange color to it. It's a real natural, and the bass really like that about this time of the year. You're gonna fish it kind of slow with the colder weather. Bass move kind of slow. So we'll grab this and put it through about 1/4 of an inch of the way through, about just like that, and then pull it up, and then we would thread it all the way up like so. And then with the rest of this, cover up the eye of the hook. With the rest of this, we would kind of hide the hook, so whenever bass see it, your bass see this, bass see the presentation, that's all they see. They just see this nice, scrumptious looking worm. They're ready to chow down on it. And you can take this, like I say, any pond or lake or fishing hole that's here in this area or in the south even, and take this to catch any size of largemouth bass, or I've even seen like perch or crappie even eat something like this. But when you're bass fishing, it's definitely something you're wanting to look for. And again, I want to thank you for joining us today. This has been Fishing Tips. Again, I'm Colten Sneed, showing you today how to set up this Texas rig. And yeah. All right, again, I want to thank you for joining us today. Fishing Tips, Colten Sneed on UT Tyler TV. Be sure you stay tuned. We'll have more coming up next.